Today is an upper body mobility workout that I hate when people say mobility and they don't talk about like what it is. Mobility is strength times flexibility molded together, being strong in flexible positions. So a lot of what we do in our daily life, you know, whether it's our phones, riding, driving, everything is out in front of us, and our muscles in our upper back tend to get stretched out and long. And if you're somebody who has knots in your upper back, you have already fallen victim to this as well, and this workout's really gonna help you. But everything that rounds our shoulders makes those muscles in our back, they get pulled tight, they never actually get to fully relax, they never get to shut off. And then you do something, whether it's a golf swing or riding or weed whacking, shoveling, you do something that puts them over the edge, and then they cramp up and they get super tight, and you get these gnarly knots in your back that are super painful, to the point where like somebody calls my name, now I can't turn my head, you know, I'm like turning with my entire body. So step one, take a hard ball. Lacrosse ball is the best. It's like rubbers that has grip on the wall. You're pinning the knots against the wall and you're mashing them out. 30 seconds on each knot. Don't spend too much time because it can inflame them and make them more painful. I've made that mistake. So just hammer them out for a little bit, a little massage. It should like be more of a hurts good kind of feeling, and then we'll move on to the next part. We're gonna start with a cat, camel, cat, cow, whatever you wanna call it. So on all fours, let me know if this is too painful with the collarbone. So I'm going to look forward, arch my back, and really try to like sink my chest down. And then I'm tucking my chin. So I'm probably deep in that mic. Tuck your chin, round your back, and push up. You're doing this for a full minute. As many reps as you can in a minute. Slow, controlled. Good. And then really look all the way forward. Let that back arch. Very nice. You got about 30 more seconds. All right, go ahead and relax. Next one's called thread the needle. Thread the needle, I'm on all fours. I'm gonna take one hand, I'm gonna swim it under and try to dip that shoulder towards the ground. And then I'm gonna reverse it and try to twist and point my hands at the ceiling. Okay, and then I go back down. You're gonna do 5 reps on each side. Big twist. Yeah, really try to get up to that ceiling. This is all that middle back mobility, your thoracic spine, trying to get it to open up. The most important, most bang for your buck, it's gonna be a lat pull stretch and wall angels. I like to do these as a superset. So superset just means you go from one to the next. You don't do 2 sets here. So I'm gonna grab the pole, underhand. I'm gonna curl my fingers and close my hand, lock my elbows. And then I'm pushing my head and chest through my arms, down to the ground. We're gonna hold it for 30 seconds, okay? Looks good. We're aiming to feel the stretch here. You might feel it on top too though. 5 seconds. Okay, now you're gonna come over to the wall. This is wall angels. So the wall angels, basically we're trying to retrain the shoulder blades how to move, and if you have like cracking shoulders, this will usually get rid of most of your cracking. So I'm going to, when I go against the wall naturally, there's a little bit of a gap here. I'm gonna close that gap down by bringing my ribs down. So now my back is flat to the wall. And then hopefully I can get my hands to the wall, and I'm gonna slide my index fingers up and down the wall without letting a space form behind me like this. So for most people, see if I go here, my back's flat, or let's get my hands to the wall. If I wanna flatten my back out, that's what happens to most people, where your hands are gonna come off the wall. So now you're trying to keep that space closed and grind through that range of motion, trying to keep your gap closed in between your back and the wall, keeping your index fingers on the wall. It almost feels like your shoulders could cramp like at any time. All right, so get that back closed, good. Now try to get your index fingers to the wall. Ooh, baby. So if you can't get your fingers to the wall, you wanna think about, it's okay to be out here, but you're trying to go up and back towards the wall. So it might look like this at first, and then over the course of the next couple weeks, we'll get further and further, and eventually, hopefully we can touch the wall. So just do the best you can. Is it really painful, or is it just tight? Okay. All right, so he's right there. He's got a finger getting close, and make sure that gap doesn't open in between. Good. Try to go arms all the way extended above your head. Nice. All of this stuff we can do at home. The lacrosse ball is like $1 from Walmart or Shields or Dick's Sporting Goods, wherever you go. And yeah, you just need a wall, a surface, maybe a broomstick. But the rest of this stuff really is just body weight. Maybe 1 or 2 exercises that has a dumbbell, but for the most part, even if you just did it with like a can of soup or something around the house that weighs 5-10 pounds. So you'll see that when people do heavy things overhead, like anytime someone's gonna do a overhead press, they will arch their back super hard to get the stronger, like the front of your shoulder stronger than the back of your shoulder. So they're trying to get the angle set to where they're doing this pressing angle, but here. And in doing that, the chest and the shoulders get tight, you stay around it, and especially for guys, we like to work chest, we like to do shoulders, and all that stuff just makes our chest and shoulders tight, and over time, we end up like this. This is obviously a little exaggerated, so this stuff is trying to open my chest up, and it's getting my shoulder blades to move. Your shoulder blades are wings like this, and as my arms go overhead, my shoulder blades need to rotate on plane, and there's a bunch of muscles in between the shoulder blades that get imbalanced, and that causes, instead of them being flat, they get angled forward, they get angled backwards, they rotate this way, and they don't maybe have a full rotation, and then your body just finds ways to compensate. So this is excellent because it's teaching your shoulder blades to move flat in that plane. All right, next up, we got prone YTWs. This is more of an activation drill, but it's gonna burn pretty good. You've done this before in other ones. So I'm gonna lay down on my stomach. I'm gonna look forward, lock my elbows out. I'm gonna do 10 Y raises, thumbs up, a little pause. And I'm gonna come down here and do W's. W's is where I lift my elbows and try to curl my hands up. Okay, and then I do 10 T's as a circuit. So I do 10, 10, 10. The scat push-ups, do you think you can do scat push-ups? Okay, so a scat push-up is basically a push-up, but only in the shoulders. So I'm gonna go into push-up position. I'm gonna keep my elbows locked. I'm gonna sink my chest down and squeeze my shoulder blades. And now I'm gonna push, kind of like a cat-cow, but in push-up position. Hit the rotator cuff, the serratus, all the muscles that are responsible for keeping my shoulder sucked in. Remember, the elbows are all the way locked out. This is all happening in the shoulders. It's a pretty small movement. You're probably only gonna get 5 inches of movement. Yeah, really good. Nice job. 10 reps and take a rest. So this next one's a lower trap raise. For the lower trap raise, you're gonna support your chest on a bench, and then instead of using your shoulder to lift the weight up high, you're gonna use your middle back. And it's almost gonna feel like if this was a cable pulling down, that's what I need to feel. And it's gonna be a lot lower. You're not gonna be able to go up like that's, from here to here is all shoulder. From here to there, it's like all middle back. Okay, so again, we're trying to use the lower trap. The lower trap is like right here on both sides. So we're trying to use this muscle like a cable that's pulling and lifting that weight. We're trying not to use our shoulder. The lower traps are usually underactivated. The upper traps and the deltoid are usually overactivating. So they make a lot of imbalances because they never turn off. That looks better. Looks good. And hey, by the way, if you guys are at home struggling with knots in your back, or you just want more mobile shoulders, more confidence that you can stick your arm out and not have any dislocations or anything weird, all these workouts are available in our MTF Online Training App. The link will be in our description. You can go to our website, check it out. Each subscription comes with a 7-day free trial. You can cancel anytime, and we have a 100% money-back guarantee. So if you don't like the program for whatever reason, even if we've charged you, just send us an email, send us a message through the app, and we'll get you your money back. It's all good. Yeah, for sure. Like if he was traveling and he wasn't able to do this with me in person, he'd be on the MTF app, using it, getting it done. It's great training, and it's nice to not have to think about what you're doing. You just follow the plans that we use here. So it's pretty nice. Does that side feel a little easier? Come a little more natural to you? Yeah. So band pull apart with external rotation. All right, so external rotation just means we're gonna go palms up. You can go single ply, and then also the further out you grab, the less resistance. So I'm gonna start about shoulder width, close my fist, puff my chest out, pull my shoulders back, then I'm bringing the band back to my chest. Okay, feeling a big squeeze all around the shoulder blades. Restoring imbalances, activating muscles that don't usually activate. I always feel really good after I do this workout. How's that feel? If I had you bring your hands up to like here and then go straight back, is that worse? Same? I like that better. I try to get to like shoulder plane and stay level instead of coming up, because I don't want those traps to be turning on more than they have to. So like when you set out with the goal to lift weights, like if I'm doing bench press or raises, like my body's gonna lift the weight, even if it means like if I have to get a little ugly and get some lean and get some deltoid, get some bicep maybe. Like your body is really smart, it's really intuitive. So if you want it to accomplish a goal, like pick the weight up, it's gonna pick it up. But that leads to a lot of incorrect muscles turning on, doing jobs they're not supposed to do. And that's when we get these knots in our back and these, this pain. So this workout is specifically intended to activate muscles and restore proper function, get the shoulder blades back on plane, moving the way they're supposed to. It's not really like a hard workout. It does burn a little bit, and it's challenging in terms of range of motion, but it's for sure, I consider this like body maintenance. Just like changing an oil, doing an air filter, cleaning the bike. This is the maintenance that we have to do to keep our body functioning at a high level. Looks really good, strong. Yes, sir, beautiful. All right, last exercise. All we're doing is we're laying on our back. I'm gonna put my feet up on the wall so that I'm nice and neutral. And I'm just gonna relax my arms above my head. And I'm gonna take 6 deep breaths. When I breathe, I'm gonna try to have it be like belly breathing. So you don't want your chest to go up and down, you want it to all be in your stomach. So I'm gonna lay here. And when I breathe out, I'm breathing out like I'm trying to blow up a balloon. That makes sense? Because I'm pulling on my diaphragm to basically say like, let go of my shoulders, let go of my chest. Okay, so I'm just relaxed. Okay, 6 breaths. Get on the wall, back's nice and neutral. Try to relax your arms. They don't quite touch the ground, it's okay. Feels like you can't breathe in very far, huh? Good. All right, as you breathe out, feel your abs really like contracting, cranking down. We do this at the end just to relax the body, calm the nervous system down. All the tension we made with all the activation drills, we're telling it just to let go, relax. Right on. All right, that'll do it. That's the workout. So if you got knots in your back, if you're getting pain, if you struggle with like neck tightness, all this stuff is for you. Give it a shot. And again, if you want access to all the programs that we do on a regular basis, from our youngest athletes to our top professionals, check out the MTF Online Training App, and we will see you guys in the next video.